Hey, thank you for watching, and for those who have subscribed, I appreciate. Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I hope everybody is doing fine regardless of the number of potholes we have in Uganda. I hope that it hasn't triggered your mind to go mental or to go berserk. I hope you're doing fine. I remember in one of my videos I shared how I lost everything, like how many businesses I've tried to do and eventually lost everything. And today I want to talk about something briefly. I want to share something to do with financial literacy, which seems to affect all of us as individuals and as a country. And I'm more concerned with a generation to come. But before I even get concerned with a generation to come, I'm thinking and I'm asking myself, what happens to us who are here, or who will help the generation to come? Did you know 78% of Uganda's population is below 30 years old? Oops. Like, that is extreme. And out of that 78%, 46% are children. Now you get where my worry comes from. Like, what happens to the next generation? That 46%, what happens to it when it comes to financial literacy? Because the way the world is going, our children are more on the demand side of life than the supply side of life. Like, they want phones, they want the latest iPhone, they want the latest tablet. I haven't been to this country, mommy, daddy, I haven't been to this place. Like, the demands are so high. And that is the 46% we are dealing with every day of our lives. When we wake up and you see your child, you're looking at the 46% of the Uganda's population. What is going to happen if us, the other least population, the smallest, right? So if us, who are in the other bracket, the smallest population out of the 100%, are illiterate financially, or we are suffering from too much saving or too much spending, we either suffer from too much spending or we suffer from too much saving. If us, the generation, are suffering from that, and then we have the 46% that does not know what to do with money, or they think money comes easy, they think money is supposed to be there, or they think parents are supposed to provide for them. And we have the other population of that 20-something%, which has got access to free things. We all know what's going on. The homosexuality levels, people are being given so many things without working. And then I'm thinking, you're going to employ someone and you're giving them 1 million, which they're getting in a day. Like, how is that going to happen? So I worry for the entire... You might say, Kaka, you're overminding. I mean, the country's business, but it worries me so much because our children are not an island. These are children that are going to interact with others. So it makes sense for me to be worrying about the entire generation, right? And it is so funny, like, some countries have actually picked up these things and integrated them in the education system, like Finland, Australia, Russia. And we could take a leaf, Indonesia, we could take a leaf and include financial literacy within our curriculum that practically triggers our children's minds to understand that free things don't come easily. Like, you have to use your mind, you have to think and work for the things you want. I wish we could integrate that in our education system, because at the moment the countries I've mentioned, like, their financial literacy levels are on top notch. Like, their financial literacy levels are top notch. They are doing so well, and as a country and as individuals. So I wish our country would integrate. But even before I go to the education system, I want to go back to the saying that charity begins at home. And that's why I'm here today. Hi, parents. Hi, brothers and sisters. This could start with us before we even think of children. Us, the other generation. We could start with ourselves. How good are we at managing money? How good are we with budgeting and spending and saving and investments? It's a tricky one, because personally, I'm a victim of all those things. Like, I'm a work in progress. Every other day I'm thinking, how do I do this better? What can I do to make this better? So if we all could do inner work in ourselves, maybe the next generation would be better, because we cannot pass on information or knowledge that we have no idea about. You know, like the Bible says, my people perish because they lack knowledge. So there's no way we can teach something to our children that we have no idea about or that we don't know, because children are more onto the observing side. Like they observe, not even what we are telling them. They see as much as they're supposed to listen, but they are more attracted to seeing what you're doing, and that's what they'll imitate. Some of us, I won't say we learned some things when we're young. There are those small things we've kept teaching ourselves as we grow old. But I thought I should shout out to the parents to start doing the inner work. It starts with us. And then we should be willing to pass on the information, the little things we learn. We should be able to pass them on to our children. Let's not be the generation that has made it worse for the next generation when it comes to money matters. So we can start fixing ourselves before we start with the other 46% or the other 78%. Let's start. Let's do the inner work. And also, you guys who are giving free money to these young girls, you're destroying the generation. And you rich women who are giving free money to these young boys in the name of using them, you're destroying the generation. You're destroying your own child. Some of you have children and you're thinking, oh, what I'm doing it to other people's children. Someone else is going to do the same thing to your child, right? So let's fix ourselves, fix the small things. How do we spend money? How do we save? How do we invest? Work in progress, like I said. I don't have the answers today. I'm also researching and I'm also trying to do some of the things practically. And when I get there, I'll be sharing some of the tips. Right now, I don't have clear tips, but just the insights of how bad or how good we are as a country. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.